Cables don't make a difference. There's two kinds. There's ones that work. They're properly constructed. And then there's ones that are not properly constructed. They're faulty. And that's it. That's the two kinds. Companies like 64 Audio, that Tia Trio comes with a very, very basic cable. Why? Because it just does its job. It's carrying the signal. Doesn't have to be big and fat. Doesn't have to be colorful. Doesn't have to be dipped in this. It doesn't have to be coated in that. It's a very simple cable. A lot of expensive IEMs come with very simple cables for two reasons. One, because the companies save money, and the performance of their earphone that's going to be judged by reviewers that actually listen to music are not going to really note anything other than maybe they would have preferred something that looked a little better. But they're not going to ding the performance because they think that the cable is not bringing out the best. I've not seen that in a long time, and every time I did I thought, Jesus Christ, do people really believe this? Really? These people build these earphones. They make these earphones. They put it with cables and they test it and they listen to it. Their name is on that fucking thing. That comes with what would be considered a ghetto cable for something in its price range. But it does its job. That's it. Carry the signal. And they are friends with people that make expensive cables because they kind of working together. People will upgrade their cables. Some think that they'll get sonic benefits. Others just want it to look more beautiful. That's the MEST JP. It's got a Nobunaga cable. Is it any better? No, it's just functional. The Sony doesn't have another cable. The Claire doesn't have another cable. The EJ07 does, just because it looks nice. Doesn't increase the performance. This is what cables and doing something with. This is a Sony M900, MA900, that comes with a really ghetto cable, single end. I had it converted to balanced, mini XLR, and now I can connect it to anything I want because I can just take the end of it off. I can go 4.4, 3.5, 2.5. That's an awesome cable. That does its job in spades. It does any job I want it to do. These are just for looking. So the people that get the companies that sell the very basic cables with their stuff, and people sometimes like me complain about that, they're saving money and they're not dinging themselves at all because the sound quality of their gear is going to sound as good as they intended it to sound. And their friends sell very expensive cables, so there's a lot there. And then their friends contact people and say, how about I send you this $800 cable with gold on it, and, can you do a review for that? What's somebody going to say? The connector's good. Looks kind of strong. The wire split. They have to do more. You got sent $800 item. Talk about it, and then they fuck it up and start saying it improves the quality. It tightens the bass. It clears out the mids. It does some fucking thing that the stock cable did that. You fucking crazy. Anybody watching this channel, if you like beautiful cables, I'm with you. I've got beautiful cables. If you think the cables improve the quality of the earphones, the replay, the bass is better, the mids are cleaner, the treble is whatever it is you think you want, you get. That's another thing. People have different goals, but it seems like whatever that goal is, that cable's going to take care of that. Tighten the bass, you got it. Clean up the mids, fucking got it. It's a little bright, don't worry, this will fix that. People call it snake oil for a reason because it's supposed to fix like every fucking thing. But it doesn't fix anything. Just fixes that feeling inside that you want that set to look more beautiful. Like I do with 2 of the 4 of this set. That's it. Stop being stupid, man. Holy fuck. And the people who say that the expensive cables are better performing than the cheaper ones, you lost your soul, man. Like, just do the review and talk about it functional and put major disclaimers and talk about placebos and biases, but you think that it's like this, and let people know that are not members of the websites that you are sitting and camping in know that this is really, really, really just opinion. Of course it is, but let them know because that's over the line. That's too much money, and that's really not getting anything back. Diminishing returns is the earphones and headphones and other gear. The cables is a fucking, that's an exercise in money spending. That's it. You're not getting anything else. What a bizarre hobby, man. But computer hobbies probably the same, and all watch hobbies and all this. I'm sure people make claims that are absolutely unprovable and stand by it like it's dogma, like they're a member of some kind of cult, and they've got to keep repeating the same thing because they're going to get 1 out of 100 people to buy it and get a sale for the people that sent them that expensive fucking cable that doesn't do anything different. What a trip. I'm out. The reviews are going to start coming 11/11. I think the next up is going to be the LZ-A7. I like it in 2 configurations, with the red and with the gold filter. The other 2 I don't like. I'll get into that. Fearless I'll talk about too. I've been listening to it today. Don't waste your money on cables unless you got a lot of it and you're gilding the lily. Do you guys know what that means? Gilding the lily? If that's what you want to do, hey, I did that with the EJ07. I love that cable. Looks fucking gorgeous. But it doesn't sound any different than what came with the EJ. It was always awesome.
Shelling my name to be precise, ripping mics is the light of my life. You frontin' like you trifle, never pulled the heist.